So what'd you pick up here, Roger?
It's a Camaro.
Yep, that it is.
Just
that it
amazing, isn't it? And it's actually a 69. And it's what they call an X11, which I think is what they call a standard Camaro, except for it's got the expensive trim, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what the trim package is called, but it's got the chrome on places where you know, it should, which makes it look good. But it came out of a little town called Amarillo, Texas. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Guy out there was selling it. He had to fix his roof for his house. And so he decided he'd let the car go. And actually Jason seen it, jumped on it, told me about it, and I jumped back on it, and we got it. The guy actually blew me away, because normally when you buy something you gotta go get it, right? And this guy was actually really cool about the whole thing. He just said, hell, it's on my trailer, I'll bring it to you. So that's what he did. He brought it to us, and again, like I say, here it is, you know. But really a solid car.
So what made you want to get this car? Is it because it was solid?
Well, I didn't know how solid it was because I never went to look at it. But the fact was, is it was a Texas car, and most western Texas or northwest Texas cars are like they are in New Mexico and Arizona, you know. And this one probably spent the biggest part of his life, if not all of his life, in that kind of area. So that's what saved it. And you know, like I said, what was really cool was it's a very solid car. I mean, it's a rough old car, but it's a solid car. You're gonna look right where they did that. The only one patch in the whole car is what you're looking at right there, right on the floorboard. That's the only patch that was put in the car.
And it was because of a very small pinhole.
We actually have the piece that they cut out, which we could repair that piece and put it back in, but that's kind of counterproductive at this point.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna leave it alone as far as that right now. But it does, what's really nice about it too, the other part of it is it's got a 67, 68, 396 block in a motor in it that is pretty correct. I mean, I think in 68 you could actually have a 68 casting in a 69, you know, so I think that's how that went. But yeah, I mean, it's all there, so, which is cool.
And it's a clutch car?
It is a clutch car. It originally was a 3-speed, all original as far as that part goes, but it's got, you know, I got so many muncies, and so it's kind of hard not to put a muncie in it, you know, yeah. Especially with that. And if that turns out to be a good motor, that's why we got it on the jacks right now, we're gonna find out. And the other part that's really cool about it, if you notice on the firewall, if you see that orange stamping over here on the other side by the brake master and all that, that's original. That's stuff that comes on this car from the factory. And you know, when it's going down the assembly line, the inspectors inspect it, and then they stamp it, and that's how they did it. And you know, I believe originally it was probably a small block, like maybe a 350 or something, because the code actually comes back being a V8, but it doesn't say what V8, you know. So, but don't believe it was born with this engine, but it is. This engine is a real deal 396. Believe it's a 325 horse. Believe it is, but somebody's been in it at one time because it actually has square port heads on it. And with the square port heads, that's kind of a little different. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. If it's a good engine, there's probably going to be plenty of engine for this car. You know, and we just kind of want to make a I don't know. This car is probably going to end up being a keeper because of how solid it is. But yeah, it's cool. So you know, got good glass in it, and all the major components is here. So yeah, we're gonna throw a starter on the motor and get rid of the wheels and put some different wheels on it.
What I really like about this is it has the original damn radio.
Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, that's what I really like. But clutch car has the factory, shifter on there.
Still there.
Yeah, so this is.
Yeah, and the other part is it's a what do they call it? Fathom green.
It's Fathom green, yes.
Yeah, that was the original color, and it's a non-spoiler car with a flat hood also, and. To be honest with you, almost every Camaro you ever see, somebody sticks a spoiler on it and sticks a cowl hood on it or something that never came on the car. And we're kind of leaning really hard towards just leaving it that way, you know, just leave it the way it came. So, kind of what we're thinking, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it fly the way it is for the minute, that's for sure.
Really a straight car. I don't think I've seen, I've seen a bunch online, I've seen a bunch of these cars online and they're just really beat to heck,
Yeah.
So, there might be a couple little nicks here and there, like on this door, some little stuff, but to actually have a straight panel in the back, not.
The other part of it is too is I don't believe this car's ever had a complete repaint. I don't think the color was ever changed. I think it was originally a green car, which you can see in the doors and stuff. Then somebody decided they was going to paint it, and that's where the primer came from. That's why it's got primer on it now. And after that, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what the circumstances was, but they quit and put it in a shed, and that's where it stayed, and which for us that's a good thing. That's why we got it.
Yeah.
So, but it was covered in dirt and dust, and not like normal rat crap or anything. None of that kind of stuff in the car. Just
Hallelujah.
Dirt. It was just covered in dirt, that real fine dirt,
Because a lot of these damn cars that you get does have rat shit in it.
Just full of it, But unfortunately, and to be honest with you, I think this is probably one of the first cars I've bought that I didn't have to clean cactus out of and, all that kind of crap, and just dog turds and everything they drag in, from pack rats. I don't think this car's ever had any of that in it because I didn't have to clean none of it,
Yeah.
But just dirt, so, which is cool.
Yeah, you can see nothing's been wrecked up here. No, the horns are all straight on this car.
Yeah, I think that fender there may have had something done to it.
No damage here.
But this fender's never had nothing, no work on it, I don't believe. But I think that one has.
Maybe this little bit right here. But other than that, everything lines up really good.
And you can see the green on everything,
Yeah, the Fathom green. That's what the code reads on the tag.
Yep.
It's a Fathom green X11. X11 is just a trim package. You get all the chrome with it. An X11 could be, big block car, small block car.
To be honest with you, the X11s is the ones that whenever they were doing Copo cars, that's what they used because they were, just a basic Camaro. They wasn't nothing, special. They turn around, they get an X11, pull it off the assembly line, throw a 427 with a 4-speed and disc brakes and a 12-bolt rear end, and you got a Copo. And that's how they did it, so, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so.
I just seen the other stamp right there below the tag.
Yeah, over here?
Yeah, there's another stamp.
Yeah, couple stamps all the way
Stamp
across
right
it.
there. Stamp right there.
And it actually has an X11 there behind that seat. I noticed that yesterday when I was messing with that back seat. It's got the chalk marks X11 right on it.
Oh, wow.
which that's also cool.
This P and this T is supposed to be the other way, but there's a P right here.
Don't wipe on it, it'll come off.
So you don't touch it.
Yeah, just I want to keep it as original looking as possible as far as that goes.
You gonna clear coat it?
No, I ain't gonna do anything to it. I'm gonna clean it off, get it started, and see what it does. I just really like. I mean, yeah, the engine's not original to the car, but man, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's a '69, you know, and so how many years is that? And this car kept all its nuts and bolts and stuff in it, you know, without being destroyed. You know, people love to tear these fuckers apart. Here's one that hasn't had that. You know, I don't believe they ever had the body apart. You know, that kind of stuff. Just does not look that way. So,
well,
yep.
Maybe we'll get a video of it started up later on this afternoon, huh?
Maybe. We'll see.
All right.
It all depends on what that motor says.
Well, till next time, huh?
Till next time.